basically League of Legends is just it's absolutely fucking unplayable game. It's just so fucking unplayable. I can't even describe how, like, it's such a fucking unplayable game. So I wanted to play 5 games, and I was only going to pick like lobbies that I can win. Do you know what I mean? And I told you, the more you fucking win, the worse it's going to get. So today, my first game, I still ended up losing it, right? Because I like 7. So I had to dodge myself 11 lobbies, and the other guy, like, there was other people who were dodging. So there was 17 dodges. 17 dodges in total. And we went into the game. And that's the game do you remember, like, we had OP champs? That's the game I put up on the video I put up where the Udyr was just trolling for the whole game and Twitch did not know what he was doing. Like, they were playing overpowered champions and they just did not know what to do with overpowered champions. It was just obnoxious. Like, obnoxious shit. So I was like, no way, okay? I'm going to guarantee a win. So I was dodging for 7 hours straight. Like, for the whole day, I was just like 7 hours straight, I was just dodging. It was fucking impossible. Shaco, Ashe, Caitlyn bot lane, like fucking Janna mid lane. Do you know what I mean? Just absolute Z jungle. Like the shit I've seen. Fucking Lulu top lane. Soroka mid lane. Like Jesus fucking Christ. Do you know what I mean? So I ended up winning this game. And I dodged 29 times. 29 times. So I played 1 game out of 37. 1 out of 37 games. Like, this shit is just unplayable. And I'm telling you, if I queue up right now, this number, because I won, right? Because you have to think, like, what is my win rate? I have basically, I had 9 wins, 8 losses yesterday. 8 losses, right? So now I have 10 wins. Wait. Yeah, so I played 9. And I won 8. That was my won. That was my played. So today I played 2, which is 11, and I won 1 extra, so I have 9. Right, so if you look at the win rate, so it's 82% win rate. And this is like low gold, upper silver level. So I'm telling you, it's like, it's impossible. It's impossible. So I'm telling you, if I keep going, this number will probably grow to something like 40. And then this number will probably grow to, like, well, let's say, well, what's the average? What's the average? Okay, so they were 40. And then these were 14. So there is roughly for every so every time you basically for one of your dodges, for 3 of your dodges, there's gonna be 1 dodge. Right, so if you dodge, so we divide this by 3. So we divide this by 3. So this would be 13 dodges approximately, right? Yeah, so my estimate is that's how it's going to look like. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna grow exponentially to the point where you're gonna be only like your only game, like League of Legends experience. If you keep this up, like I'm telling you, you're gonna be like one game per week, right? Because you're gonna every single lobby is gonna be like they. And I'm telling you, their team was always fucking stacked. They had Gragas, they had Maokai, they had Nautilus, Kiana, Aurelion Sol, Darius, Garen, like all the time, this fucking bullshit. All the time on their team, right? On my team, it's just always Shaco, some kind of trash. Nami, like they always had like Draven, trash. Twitch, Xayah, right? My team is like Ashe, Kate, Kate, Ashe, Janna, Nami, Sona, Nami, Yumi. Like bot lane, like I have not seen a single good ADC today, except for like my last game. But what the fuck? Like Jesus Christ, it's disgusting. I had exactly the same experience when I was on a Russian server. I was trying to basically play Nasus, and I was just going to. I was basically researching my team until we only had above 60% win rate, and every single person was on their champion. I'm talking about they are main, they are not out of field, they know what they're doing, they're playing their best champion, they have good win rate, and our team on average has 60% win rate. And I'm not counterpicked, so I can make an impact on the game, right? I also dodged lobbies that looked very bad for Nasus, because some lobbies you can't do damage to champions, certain champions, because they just kite you. Right? Now, in beginning, it's good. In beginning, it works, right? Like your first like 4 games, like every third lobby you can play. Like first 2-3 wins, every third lobby you can win. Man, once you get to 6 wins, it starts. It's just like once you're over 5 wins, it starts to get messy, right? Once you over, I think I got to 8 wins in a row, and then this shit started happening. Basically, this shit started happening. Like, it's just you, every lobby you go in, it's like 21% win rate, 29% win rate, out of field, first timer, not jungle main, Shaco, the entire team has like 41% win rate. It was just like, Jesus Christ. I played 2 games in the whole, like exactly the same experience as I had today. I played 2 games in the whole day. One I won, second one I lost because they had 2 like giga smurfs on their team, and we just could not play them, right? Because they had like ridiculous. They had like 93% win rate, dual Q. So, and that was mid gold level, upper gold level in Russia. That was like long time ago, maybe 3 years ago, I think. It was just like, but you see, like the problem is like, how do you get rid of the shitters? Just how do you get rid of them? And also, what do you do against, like if you want to carry the game yourself, right? How do you counterplay armor? Like there's just no way to. How do you counterplay a tank? Like how do you do it? Like I'm playing Mundo, you can't kill this shit. I'm telling you, like you cannot kill this shit on 2 items with R, and you have to remember, like you play, they try to gank you, it's completely pointless, because look at this shit. Like they're trying to gank me, it's like I'm standing there, I'm thinking like, dude, did you not read Mundo as a champion? Like look at this shit, look, you see? Gains immunity to immobilizing effect. Next host. Like all they're doing is just proccing your passive, and you just walk away. Some of them don't even step on the canister, so you just walk back. You pick up the canister, and like 20 seconds later, you're back to having immunity. Like so, even if he reganks you, I mean, he's not gonna. He won't be able to CC you, right? Like I played a game where Vi tried to ult me, and then my canister just fell off, and that's it. I was like, dude, really? It's just such like how do you outplay this? Like, what do you do with this? Because you see shit like Tryndamere, shit like, to a certain extent, Jax, Riven, Fiora, they have to get kills to be effective in the game. Otherwise, they get blown up in like 1 second. Because they're like kill in a second or get blown up. That's kind of the champions they are. That's what I feel. They are like. But how do you kill this? Like, there's no way to kill this. I mean, his ult level 2 is so obnoxious. It's just, it's insane. It's just insane. And his cleaver damage, I have to say, is pretty good. Very, very good damage on him. I'm still haven't figured out how to... How does this thing work? It's like you walk into 5 people and you press it, I think, or something. I honestly spam it as if it was old Mundo, because I used to like play a couple of Mundo games back in the days where he had like Burning Agony, I think it was called. So I just like activate it and just whatever. Leave it, you know. And also like he gets bonus attack damage. I was like looking at my damage and somebody, who was it? Somebody attacked Draven. Who was it that attacked Draven? Nocturne. Yeah. And I was walking behind him, like I queued him and I hit him, so Draven was kind of kiting him. And I was hitting Nocturne, I was like, holy shit, like Mundo does pretty good damage with auto attacks. And then I looked at his passive, I didn't know he gets a free auto, like AD. That's like insane. Like 4% of his maximum health, which is crazy. But I'm telling you, like the game as League as a game, like it's just not playable. Like it's just, I mean, look at this. Like this means out of 100 games, whoops. So it's gonna be 1 minus this then, right? Yeah, so you're gonna be dodging 98 games out of 100. Like, just think about, in terms of time consumption, how long is it gonna take you to play one lobby? I mean, and also, like, the more you win, the worse it's going to get. Right? So, you're gonna get to the level where, like, you'll be playing once. If you basically get 100% win rate and you have, like, 20 wins in a row, let's say, you're probably going to be playing 1 game per month. Like you because it will just keep putting you into loser's queue all the time. That this shit is just not playable. Oh shit, back to 1-on-1 for me, I think. Yeah. But like people, you see, like I saw in comments, people were saying like, oh, you know, this and that is not gonna work because my teammates are picking shit. Yeah, I am aware of that. Right? I just went through 37 dodges, right? Because I am aware that people... I was even like, in my mind, I was thinking, shit, you know, they need to make a rule that if you are like below certain level, you cannot pick champions like Sona, for example, like useless champions. Because it's too easy to be useless. It's just way, way too easy. Like, think about Leona, Nautilus, or like Alistair or Maokai. I mean, it's very hard to be useless on those champions. But on shit like Riven, Janna, Nami, it's like very, very easy to be useless. Very, very. Man, it's just very unfortunate, you know? Very unfortunate. What they've done to the game is just very unfortunate. Like the fact that you can do this shit. Like I have no idea how to play tanks at all, and you can just like you're literally like secondary. You're not like I'm not even doing anything in games. Just walk around and CS with your cleaver, and then you just get to win the game. It's so stupid. Because I feel very sorry for like skilled players who know how have to deal with this shit, you know? Like, I probably one game, like I'm thinking maybe just also buy Malphite, and when they go full AD, I just pick Malphite. I mean, it's just such obnoxious shit. I saw like Rangers playing last week, I think, and he was playing against Malphite. Oh Jesus, it was disgusting to watch. Tryndamere versus Malphite. It was just once like Malphite bought like Frozen Heart and Ninja Tabi, and he had with the shield, you know, like he has his passive shield. He basically had 238 armor, and he was like standing there, attacking Ranger's turret, proccing his demolish, right? And like Rangers would like trying to attack him, and he was doing literally no damage, right? As Tryndamere, like literally the fucking wasn't even registering. And I was just like, oh my god, this is such a bullshit, right? So yeah, I have to say, I think League is like as a game, I think it's just dead, honestly. And I mean, because you see, like, it's not even fun to play this shit. Like, I'm playing, it's just not even, like, there's nothing, there's no strategy, there's nothing. You're just, like, walking around, and, like, you're just an observer, I suppose. Like, zero skill expression whatsoever. All you're doing is, once somebody attacks your ADC, you just exhaust them and you just run them down, and then that's it. That's about it. That's all you're doing. Like, there isn't, like when you play Tryndamere, you have to think, okay, I'm gonna, like, should I push the lane? Should I back? Should I slow push? Should I, like, freeze? You know, like, there is at least some form of, you're, like, thinking about the cooldowns of the other guy. Like, where's the jungler? Can I dive the guy? How do I bait his ability so I can dive him, you know? Whereas in here, you just Q farm with your, this thing, then you get a gank, you exhaust the guy, and you just run him down with your jungler, and he dies, basically, most of the time. Because, I mean, in this elo, they don't, they just basically push, and they just stand there. So it's very easy to gank them. And I mean, you just sit and wait for a gank. That's about it, you know. And in teamfights, you just protect ADC, and then you're just around for the whole game, because you can't really leave your ADC, because he's probably gonna die if you leave him. I mean, it's completely like, it's such a card game. I don't know. They ruined the game. Like, in my opinion, it's weird. Like, that's what I'm saying, like, one-on-one has higher skill expression than this bullshit. 100%. Like, 100%. Like, especially once you get, like, 2 dragons, oh shit, like, it becomes unplayable for the enemy team. If they're, like, behind, and you get 2 dragons, that's it. Like, it's just game over. They have to FF. Because there's just no... Like, if Mundo gets, like, the green dragon, I noticed once you get green dragon, I mean, holy shit, you basically have a Warmog. Normally I buy Warmog on him, but like, once you get like a green dragon, like you don't need Warmog at all. He just regens so well. And also I watched this guy, like yesterday I was watching a little bit, because I'm kind of interested in how tanks carry games, and I'm telling you, this guy damage is just a little bit too much, to be honest with you. Because he was like building full tank, and he was laning against Yonya, top lane, and he was like, holy shit, he was almost one-shotting him. Because you see, like, the problem with the tanks is that you build your defense items and you get offensive stats. Like, think about Mundo, right? You are building health, and as a result of you building defense items, you get bonus AD, so you start doing damage. And also, a lot of tanks, they do percentage damage. Like, look at this shit. 30% of target's current health. If the guy has full HP, you throw your cleaver, it freaking chunks like crazy. Like 25% easy. And it doesn't matter if he's like a tank or if he's a squishy, it really does hurt when like the guy's on full health or above 50%. And like all tanks are like that, do you see? Like all of them have this stuff in it. Also, they have no mana problems. Like, it used to be like when I was playing like season 4, season 6, like tanks could not spam their abilities so easily because they go on. They just go run out of mana. But nowadays they just don't. But you see again, like he gets damage as a result of building defensive items, right? It's like equivalent to, let's say we have Tryndamere, and for every 50 attack damage he has, he gains like 10 armor and 10 magic resist. This would be balanced then, right? Because you see what's happening. As an attack damage person, you're building like attack items, but your defense stats do not go up. All you're just becoming this glass cannon, and you can't even do damage anymore because of the. At some point, like as I demonstrated in one-on-one games, it's just at some point, like on 3 or 4 tank items, like AD stops mattering, and you just stop doing damage. So you're just like becoming this squishy, useless champion that just doesn't do anything, right? Whereas these guys, you see, they build defense items so they become unkillable, and they can still contribute to damage because they have percentage damage, right? And as a result of them getting tankier, their damage also grows, right? So I mean, they need to make something like that for AD champions as well. Like for Riven, for example, right? Riven, like, she has shield and all that shit, but I mean, her shield, you cannot, like, I would play Riven if she could trigger her shield even under CC. That would be, like, viable, right? Because then she just stacks on AD, you try to CC her, she shields, it's like 3-second cooldown, good luck killing her, right? And she's, like, bursting you. Now, I can see that as being balanced. But, like, all this bullshit where Riven, like, you know, has to shield. I mean, when is she going to shield? When Tahm Kench is just going to freaking CC her. Or some Nautilus is gonna press R, she's gonna fly up in the air, she has like 2,500 HP, Tahm Kench is just gonna unload all of his abilities on her and she just dies. That's it. But like that's the life of Riven, generally speaking, right? So if she could like shield at least somehow while she CC'd, okay. That would be playable. Because like I played against like 2 Rivens, I mean they're so useless. They're just so fucking useless as champions. It's painful to watch. It's just painful to watch. Like this guy was like doing his combos, blah blah blah. I just walked away through Q, and I out DPS him basically. One Q. I just pressed 1 Q and that's it. I do more damage than him. And late game, I even forgot that they have Riven. Do you know what I mean? All I cared about is like Draven, and that's it. We just wanted to kill Draven. Well, I was kind of more on protection side, but I mean, Jesus. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Because you see, like, playing one-on-one, I mean, I've won so many games now. And also, I have no idea how do you beat Nasus as Tryndamere. Or how do you beat Tahm Kench as Tryndamere. Like, I don't think you can, because of the teleports now. It's just not playable. Oh, here's my rant for today, basically, right? So, if you wanna have high win rate, You have to dodge a lot of games, but that's not a viable strategy because basically, there's no way to play League of Legends. Unfortunately, it's an unplayable game. I keep coming back to the same conclusion. It's just like there's basically no way to play it. Like there's just no way to play it. You can play the coin flip. That's too frustrating. You can play a lot of people are like, I'm like you can play the carry game where you just practice, like you just lock yourself in a room for 5 years, you practice Riven, then you play like Viper, and congratulations, you got a badge that says you're a challenger, and that's it. Right? There's no, like, it's too much effort. Like, I feel it's just not worth the effort to... And then also there's no guarantee that Riot is not gonna overbuff tanks, because they just like tanks, and they don't like skill expression, so there's no guarantee that they're not gonna overbuff brain dead shit even more, right? So you're practicing like your Riven, and then they say, you know what, Mundo, we're gonna change this from target's current health to target's max health. So then he will throw 4 cleavers and you just die. And his late game, he has like 2-second cooldown because of the CDR he gets from tank items. So this shit is on 2-second cooldown, right? So if they change this to max health, he just throws like 4 or 5 cleavers and you literally die, and that's it, right? So in 10 seconds, he's just gonna kill you with his one button, with this button. That's it. And then they also say, once if you hit the champion, his armor is reduced by, like Nasus, he has a circle, by 35% for 4 seconds. That means he's gonna hit 3 of those, and you just die, and that's it. And they'll be like, oh yeah, Mundo sells a lot of skins, so you see he has a lot of skins, so we need to buff this guy. And he, kids love this guy. Like, I can see that this champion is just built for kids. Like, the way he interacts, his emotes and stuff. Busted shit. Completely busted. Oh, anyway. That's my run for today. Take care. Bye-bye.